Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 137 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to really borrow a lot of elements from the prequels, the originals, and even Star Wars Legends at that, as well as canon material that already exists under Disney and Lucasfilm in order to really make this story very unique and original for the fans around the world. And I think that's one thing that a lot of fans are looking forward to seeing on the big screen here. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting between both Kylo Ren, Vader, and Snoke. Now, specifically, a description of Kylo Ren inside of a dark environment and walking on a metallic bridge, where it's described that he is using the ability of flow walking, where it said that Kylo is seeing a vision of the past, one of which is said to involve a moment in which Kylo passes a vision of both Snoke and Darth Vader, where it's described that the vision consists of a scene where Snoke is presented in a purple outfit with a strange black mask over his head, where Vader is said to be kneeling down to Snoke, where a large triangular structure is seen in the background. It's said that Snoke is handing Vader a device that is said to be linked to the spiritual realm, where Snoke is offering Vader guidance and information about eternal life. It's said that Kylo takes a glance at the cloaked figure of Snoke and Vader, listening to Snoke's lesson. The scene is said to be dark and grim and has a cloudy effect to make it dreamlike during the sequence, where the sequence is said to be used to set up parts of Snoke's backstory and the aspect of eternal life in Episode 9. So let's go over a couple of parts about this, because this is very intriguing without a doubt. The one thing that I really want to go over is Snoke's costume, his outfit in this particular moment. How it's described to be a purple cloak with a black mask over his head. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what that all means, but it really could allude to why Snoke's attendants also wear purple cloaks. You guys may recall seeing them in The Last Jedi, and in The Last Jedi Visual Dictionary, you get a real clear look at them. These characters have purple cloaks, just like what's being described here for Snoke in a flashback scene from a moment of the past that Kylo Ren is witnessing while using the ability of flow walking. Now, this is all said to be a moment in which Darth Vader is essentially asking for knowledge related to eternal life and how to master it, and I'm really puzzled on what this big device, this structure in the background is said to be. This large triangular device behind both Snoke and Vader that's being presented before Kylo Ren's very own eyes. You know, that could very well have something to do with the spiritual realm and how to communicate with it, or it could also have something to do with something else entirely new that the fans have never seen before on the big screen. Now, the other thing that really interests me is how this particular moment is said to be shot in a way where it's very cloudy. And what I mean by that is parts of the scene are going to be somewhat obscured, so it's going to be very dreamlike. That's an effect to make it feel like a dream almost. And that's also a way to give us some visual narrative that this is Kylo Ren using a certain power called flow walking. Now, flow walking was an ability originally used by Jason Solo, which was the original version of Ben Solo in Star Wars Legends, that he is now utilizing in this movie in a different way. So, in this particular film, it's actually said that they will be throwing in visions of the future as well. Whereas in Legends, I'm pretty sure that they only saw visions of the past, not the future necessarily. So, the thing here is this, alright, we do know that Vader and Snoke had a very interesting alliance, a secret alliance, if you will, behind Palpatine's back. In fact, you do learn in the comics that Darth Vader and Palpatine began to have a shaky relationship as master and apprentice. You know, you do learn that Vader began to do things behind Palpatine's back, and how his grant was never wished, of, you know, finding the key to eternal life. You know, you can really see that Vader eventually found out, obviously, that Palpatine really used that as a way to manipulate Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's now stuck with that. So, with that being said, we're seeing more of Snoke's backstory. Even, you know, Vanity Fair confirmed a couple of months ago that one of the big parts of Episode 9 is, of course, exploring the origins of the First Order. And I think that's going to be a very interesting side of this film, to see exactly how it's all going to fit into the story. We do know that the unknown regions is going to play a large role in this film. It's going to be a very important piece of the movie that's really going to, I guess you could say, be used as a way to set up some of the many characters in The Rise of Skywalker, such as Kylo and Rey. So flow walking, let's talk about this for a little bit, because this is a real big deal, because there are mixed reactions on whether or not flow walking is a good thing or a bad thing for the Star Wars franchise. Essentially, it's time travel, to put it quite simply here. It's just time travel. But it's used in a different sense. They use it as if it's Kylo Ren just walking through a vision. I want you guys to almost think of it like Rey going through the Force vision, except it's pretty much elongated. It lasts longer. It's more, I guess you could say, interactive, and it's not like it's jumping from one moment to the other, so rapidly. Whereas in this scenario, Kylo's learning everything of the past. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.